Hi everyone, welcome back to Himekoi Sucreine episode 13, and this will be the last episode for this playthrough. So right now the welcome party for Ryo is still ongoing, and in short, it is much more exciting and reassuring for Ryo compared to the welcome party in the real world. So that was where his sister Haruka got drunk. So near the end of the welcome party in Miroir, you get an option about who Ryo will spend with before it is time for bed. So you will spend time with all four girls, but the order decides which route you'll be on. So I've already shown the Mayuki option and the Sake option, and now let's see how it goes for the Chiyuri option. So for Mayuki, she wanted a lunch picnic with everyone, so see everyone's happy faces. And for Sakuya, she's concerned about, well, I wonder what it's like to fall in love. So going to Chiyuri's option, it looks like she's going to talk about the 7 wonders. So they've only mentioned one, which is the big mirror in the old school building, and Ryo's wondering what are the other 6. So anyways, so that's the story I heard before.
大鏡で仰せを重ねる結ばれなかった恋人の話
So going to the main one, so the large mirror. So Ruri's like, story of unreunited love who meet repeatedly in the large mirror.
あ、聞いたことある鏡姫のお話だよね悲しいけどロマンチックなお話
Oh, so I've heard about it before. So it's about the Kagami Hime, or the Mirror Princess. It's sad, but it's romantic. So anything else? So Chiyuri, what do you have?
そうだな
Well, that's okay, so that's right.
一つ大鏡の幽霊
Okay, so the ghost in the big mirror. Yes, I know.
二つ大鏡の幽霊
Okay, so the second wonder is another ghost in the big mirror. Huh?
三つ
3.
大鏡の幽霊
Wait, stop. So 1, 2, 3 are the ghosts in the big mirror. So shouldn't that all be counted as one? So that means the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th are all the ghosts inside the big mirror, right?
ご名答だりょう
So I'm sorry, Ryo. Okay, so aren't they all the same? There you go.
実はその七不思議というほどまとまった階段があるわけではないのだ
So, in truth, there is no ghost story that can be called the 7 Wonders. So I think it's like, well, I lied.
あれはその場の勢いで持ってしまったというかなんというか
So it was just the momentum of the moment. How should I put it? So it was basically a ploy or some attempt to get Ryo to join the occult club. So wait, so what is that? So I think Chiyuri's like, I'm sorry, so I deceived you.
でも 皆が噂するほどではないが、不思議なものを見たという話はパラパラと聞こえているのだぞ。
But, so it's not as rumor as by everyone. But I've heard rumors as that they seen something strange.
例えば、寮母さんがカラスと会話をしていたとか。
Oh, so, for example, the dorm mother having a conversation with a crow. I think Chiyuri's making this up.
寮母さんカラスとおしゃべりするの？すごい！魔女みたいだね。
Wait, so the dorm mother talking to a crow? Well, amazing. So, she looks like a witch.
カラスは舌が発達してる。人間に飼育されると言葉を覚えることもある。
So crows have well-developed tongues, and when raised by humans, they sometimes learn words.
寮母さんがカラスを手なずけてるの？
So, is the dorm mother taming the crows?
そうだ。森中のカラスを支配しているのかもしれんぞ。
Yeah, so maybe she's controlling the crows in the forest.
あらあら、噂話が聞こえてきますね。
And the dorm mother heard everything. Oh my? So, I can hear the rumors?
寮母さん。
Oops, dorm mother?
何やらお話が弾んでいる様子で、私とても光栄に思いますよ。
So, I feel very honored to see that the conversation is lively. So, it's active and exciting. So, the dorm mother brings some extra food. So, a slightly spiced, appetizing, fragrant scent. And it looks like some kind of meat dish.
ではでは、こちらローストチキンをお持ちしました。
Okay, so I brought you some roast chicken.
チキン？
Wait, chicken?
それってもしかして。
Wait, so could it be that...
まさか。
Oh, wait, this can't be.
はい、カラスの胸肉のローストチキン。
So, yep, crow breast roasted chicken. So I think for Ryo's like, I'll pass. That sounds unappetizing. So everyone gasped. And with a smile, the dorm mother laughs.
というのは、もちろん冗談でございます。
Oh, of course, I'm joking.
普通にスーパーで買ってきた食用の鶏肉ですよ。
So it's like any other chicken. So I bought this at the supermarket. Okay.
びっくりしたよ。
I was surprised, says Mayuki.
冗談がお上手です。
Well, you're good at making jokes.
カラスじゃなくてよかった。
Well, it's not a crow, so it's good.
いえいえ、皆さんにサプライズできて、寮母さんは満足です。
No. So I was happy that I surprised everyone.
では、引き続きお楽しみくださいね。
But anyways, continue to enjoy yourself.
びっくりした。
Well, I was surprised. Well, you should apologize to the dorm mother later. So it was kind of bad that you mentioned that she is taming crows.
そうする。
Well, I will do that. Okay, I'll go with you then. So if you don't feel comfortable, I'll accompany you. Ryo? Oh. And she's crying in front of Ryo. So Mayuki reaches out for the chicken, white, teary-eyed Chiyuri Also, while teary-eyed Chiyuri aside.
おいしい。
Oh, so it's good.
私もいただきます。
And I'll have some too, says Sakuya. Okay, let's eat then, Chiyuri.
うん、食べる。
Okay, I'll eat. The Dormother's handmade roast chicken is delicious with spices and a little dry, so I think I can't eat as much as I want. Well, it has a strong flavor that goes well with ginger, ale, or cola, so you might end up eating too much.
あー、辛い。
So I think Chiyuri did eat too much. Let's see what she says. Oh, so it's too spicy. So it is a little too spicy for Chiyuri's mouth. Okay, I'll eat this then.
もよし、ほれ。
Okay, here you go.
口を開けろ。あんだ、あん。
Okay, so open your mouth and say ah. Huh. Okay, so Ryo does it. Ah.
ふん。ほれ、食べるがよい。
So come on, here you go. And he does eat. Wait, so I was fed?
もっといるか？
Some more? Well, no. So I can eat this by myself.
じゃあ、
So what is it? So she's a whimsical lady.
りゃあ。
So Ryo? Yes, what?
あれ食べたい。
So I want to eat it now. This? Okay, so Chiyuri wants candy. So Chiyuri's pointing at the candy on the table. Oh, so it's a biscuit stick. Okay,
あ
so now you feed me. Huh? Chiyuri opens her mouth wide and looks at me. So perhaps you want me to return this favor.
ー。ほら、早く。
Oh, come on, so hurry up. Ah. But.
あ
So is she pampered? Chiyuri did not give up and waited for me to bring the biscuit to her mouth. Well, I can't help it. So look. Ah.
ー。
And she eats it. Wow. Even my fingers are eaten. The lukewarm mouth temperature and feel makes me feel restless. It feels good.
おいしい。おかわり。
Very good. Another one. So refill. Seconds. Okay, you take it yourself. No more me helping you.
あ
No, you will feed me more. Okay. She takes another biscuit. Oh, so I take another biscuit and bring it to Chiyuri's mouth. As if waiting for my hand is frustrating, Chiyuri actively stretches her neck and catches my fingers with both hands.
ー。
So Chiyuri reached for the biscuit with her mouth or her face, and Chiyuri's like, oh, so she's eating my fingers. Hey, you're eating my fingers.
ペロペロ。
It's good. So lick. Chiyuri?
間違えた。
Oops. So I made a mistake. and sticking out of her tongue says something deliberately. She once again bites into the biscuit. Also saying something deliberately. But anyways, Chiyuri's still eating. Really? Is she greedy or what? Or basically spoiled? Well, I absolutely don't want people to know that my heart is pounding when I imagine something a little nasty. And I wonder if Chiyuri herself has that kind of awareness. I'm sure no. So do you understand what's naughty and what's not? So what else does Ryo say? Let's see. Okay, so that's all he says. So on that day, from where to where, do you know? So does Ryo want to eat too? Wait, I'll just do it myself, so no thanks. Well, it's boring. And at first glance, it does not seem like anything. Well, after all, do you think it's a little, or it's just a little happening? Well, it is about Chiyuri, so maybe. Well, if that is the case, maybe I should not worry too much about it. Well, let's not think too deeply. Okay, so that's the end of the Chiyuri option. So now we have one more, and that's the Ruri option. And once again, so you have to play the other 3 routes first to get the Ruri option. So if you play the first time, you'll only get the first 3. So let's see what it goes, or how it goes for Ruri. So Sumiya-san? Yes? Sumiya-san is sitting in the corner drinking tea. And it's not that she does not fit in with everyone else in the circle, but she likes being a little distant. And I also know how fun it is to see everyone having fun. Also, she knows. So looking at it from a distance really calms her down. Are you okay? Or are you in the way? No? Okay, please do. Sumiya-san sits down on the edge and makes space on the sofa. I don't even need to make it, so there is enough space, but... And since it's a big deal, I sit down in that space. So what is it? Nothing? Or no? Oh, so she's too close. When I sat down, I'm surprised to find Sumiya-san is closer than I thought. And I can smell her. And I wonder if it's the pajamas she's wearing. And it tickles my nostrils, and I feel like I'm immersed in a pleasant smell. Well, I have to talk to her before this gets suspicious. Okay, so regarding the book that I borrowed the other day, so it was good. And what else does Ryo say? Let's see. So it's a point, or rather right in the middle. Or it's like, well, this book is kind of a bit of each. So it's not And it's exactly what I like. So it fits my taste and it was fun.
よかった。
That's good.
柏木くんに気に入ってもらえてよかった。
And I'm glad that Kashiwagi-kun liked the book. Okay, so if you have any other recommendations, please let me know. Okay. So next time, regardless of genre, I would like to know if Sumiya-san recommends anything. What else do you think would be perfect for me? And it's Sumiya-san who recommends such a perfect book. And maybe we have similar interests.
でも男の子が喜びそうなものかわからない。
But I don't know if boys will like it. Well, it's okay, says Ryo. So what else does he say? Let's see. So, even for girls, you read a lot, right? And I've always shared the bookshelf with my sister since a long time ago. So we both read books for girls and boys without being particular about each other.
わかった。
Yeah, so understood. So basically, for Ryo, I share the same books with my sister Haruka.
用意しておく。今度部室で渡すから。
Well, okay, and I'll prepare it. So what else does Ruri say? Okay, I'll give it to you in the club room next time. So I have something else that I think would fit you. Well, thank you, and I'm looking forward to it.
私も
Yep, and me too.
私もおすすめ教えてほしい。
And me too. Recommend, please tell me. So I think it's like, well, if you have something that you think would be perfect for me, please let me know. So what books do you think I like?
柏木くんの好きな本読んでみたい。
And I want to read Kashiwagi-kun's favorite book. Mine? Yes.
そしたらもっと柏木くんの好きになりそうな本
And
見つけやすく
then
なる。
it'll be easier for you to pick books that Kashiwagi-kun likes. I see, that might be true. But it's okay, so prioritize the books that you want to read first, okay?
読みたいの知りたいから。
So I want to read it and I want to know, so okay, I understand. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I like it, but I'll think about it.
ありがとう。楽しみ。
So thank you, and I'm looking forward to this. And Sumiya-san laughs, exuding joy. Sumiya-san is smiling like this might only be seen in miroir. So, in short, she's more interactive with Ryo compared to the dream or the real world. But then again, it did provide an opportunity for Ryo to be closer to Ruri. So Sumiya-san, have you always liked books?
おじいちゃんの影響。
So yes, and it's because of my grandpa's influence.
小さい頃からずっとおとぎ話を聞かされて。
So ever since I was little, I've been hearing fairy tales.
お話が好きになったの。
And I came to like stories. So he is a good grandpa then. And it's also surprising that it came from grandpa. And I thought that reading picture books is the role of mothers and grandmothers.
柏木くんは
So what about you, Kashiwagi-kun? So by the time I realized it, I'm in the habit of reading books. So it just happened to me, and I don't know why. And I'm not conscious of it at all. And then I started reading naturally. So come to think of it, I grew up in the same environment as you, but my sister only reads manga. And I wonder why. Okay, so let's see what else Ryo says. Oh, that's right. So maybe the hospitalization was the trigger, maybe. So maybe that was when I started becoming interested in books. And then suddenly memories of the past come into mind. So my mother piled up picture books in my bored hospital room. And reading it from the end and being bored. And since then, reading has become a pastime for me.
入院事故の
So, hospitalized? The accident? Yeah, so it was like that. And let's see what else Ryo says. So, thanks to that, I might have become a reader. And you could say that the resistance to printed characters has faded. And perhaps because of the influence, I'm no longer having a bad feeling about Japanese language classes. And if you think about it, there is a plus side to being in an accident.
事故にあって
So, are you telling me that it's okay to be in an accident? I'm sure that's not true, or that's not the case. So it's like, well, even though it's all bad, there is one silver lining to all this. So, well, I think you can say that because you are safe now. Okay.
そう
Yes. And Sumiya-san's expression darkens. And it's better not to talk too much about the accident. And if I do, Sumiya-san will take it more seriously than I anticipate.
りょうくん、瑠璃ちゃん、混ぜて
And in the middle, Mayuki pops in. So, Ryo-kun, Ruri-chan, so let's mix. Wait, so Mayuki? Mayuki arrives with a bottle of apple juice and a basket of sweets. So, let's enjoy this.
瑠璃ちゃんとまだあんまりお話ししたことないからお話ししたくて
Hehehe, so I haven't talked much to Ruri-chan, so I want to talk to you.
うん
Okay. Oh, so we were just talking about reading. So, do you read books, Mayuki?
本うんお話を読むのは好き
Books? Yeah, so I like reading stories. So I heard that Sumiya-san... Oh, so Sumiya-san recommended me a book to me the other day.
へえいいなねえねえ私にも本選んでくれる
Wow, so that's nice. So can you recommend recommend me a book too?
選ぶ。
Okay, so please pick.
何読みたい？
So what kinds of books do you want to read?
あのね、ハッピーエンドのお話。
So a story with a happy ending.
男の子と女の子が運命的な恋をして幸せになるの。
So basically, a boy and a girl falling in love and being happy in the end. So in those kind of stories, you already know the punchline, so it's not exciting. So you already know how it's going to end. So is it interesting to read knowing that there is a happy ending? There you go. So if it were me, I'd be more excited and enjoy myself if I don't know how it would end. That's true, so you're trying to find out, or it's a surprise, and it's like an accomplishment that you'll get if you read all the way to the end.
だってせっかく読むのに悲しい結末で終わるなんて嫌じゃない？
But you don't want to end with a sad ending, even though you've gone to great lengths to read it. So a sad ending. Oh, someone dies at the end. Or the criminal escapes and once again, he or she is on the loose.
ここまで頑張って読んだのにって悔しくなるし。
Or one of those to be continued books. So I've tried so hard to read it and it's frustrating. I'm sure the to be continued sentence is not making it encouraging for anyone. So they'll be sitting around waiting for the next book to come out and maybe, or if the author decides to write a sequel.
応援してきた主人公が最後に幸せになってくれないと私は嫌だもん。
And I don't like it if the main character I've been rooting for is not happy in the end.
気持ちはわかる。
So I know how you feel. So is that what it is?
お話の中だけでも幸せになっていてほしいから。
Well, I want you to be happy even if it's only in a conversation. That's true. So only in conversation. Well, it is true that the real world can be full of hardships. And I'm sure that the people who fall in love will end without being connected. And it may be more unmanageable than you think. Well, I don't know yet, but...
そうだからハッピーエンドの本が読みたいな。
So that's right. And that's why I want to read a book with a happy ending.
わかった。
Okay, understand.
選んでみる。運命的な恋が幸せに終わる話。
So let's choose a story where some or a fateful love ends happily.
ありがとう。
Okay, thanks. Well, I don't know what girls like.
ねえねえ、ルリちゃん文芸部なんだよね。書く方も好きなの？
So Ruri-chan, you are in the literature club, aren't you? So, do you also like writing?
何か書いてるなら読んでみたいな。
Well, if you write something, I want to read it.
まだ人に見せられるものじゃないから。
It's embarrassing. It's not something I can show people yet.
ってことはやっぱり書いてるんだ。すごい。
Does that mean that you're still writing? So that's amazing. Yes.
ちゃんと書けたらその時は
If only I could write properly in that case.
約束ね。
Okay, so promise me.
指切り玄満。
So kill the fingers. And she forcefully intertwines her little finger with Sumiya-san's little finger, and they exchange a pinky promise. Okay?
それじゃあこれ、お菓子あげる。
Okay, so now I'll give you sweets. And saying that, Mayuki pours the juice into an empty cup, shared the sweets, and moved to the next table. So she was being pushy.
元気な子。
But she is a cheerful child. Yeah. And compared to the quiet Sumiya-san, she's the complete opposite. So Mikey's all energetic, whereas Sumiya-san or Ruri is, I would say, isolated. It's kind of nostalgic, and it reminds me of a girl who used to live in the neighborhood. So you're so energetic and you're so pushy. And I was dating a princess, but it's fun. And it seems that she moved far away while I was in the hospital and messing around.
友達だったの？
Wait, so were you friends? Yeah, so we were good friends. And I think I grew up to be she grew up to be a girl like Mayuki. Well, I don't remember her face or name, but nostalgic or nostalgia. Well, this kind of story might have been boring to Sumiya-san, who has nothing to do with it. Well, so I'm sorry. So I got pulled in and I got carried away.
平気。
Well, it's okay. So next time, I'll bring you the book that I recommend.
待ってる。
Okay, and I'm waiting. Phew! So I think this happens after Ryo meets with all the girls and you choose all the options. So now that Ruri's part is done, let's see how it goes from here. So I drink some juice and take a breather. And I look over the place again. Everyone's here and spending their time to their heart's content. And putting myself on the edge of it, I feel comfortable. Well, good. So this kind of thing. And I'm able to become, or we were able to become a circle, or rather.
りょうくん、お疲れ？
So for Mayuki, Ryoku, so how are you? Maybe I got too excited. Well, no. So I'm in leisurely mode.
じゃあ、私も一緒にのんびりモード。
Okay, so I'll be in leisurely mode too. And sit next to me, Mayuki's also slowly drinking tea. And there's no need to look for anything to talk about, or nor did we continue the conversation.
楽しかったな、今日は。
But it was fun today. Yeah, me too. And I'm able to talk slowly with everyone. And I feel like I got to know everyone better. So, is it okay to think so? Or is it just a dream after all? But...
よかったよね。
Okay, I'm glad. And I see Mayuki laughing next to me. And looking at Mayuki's happy smile makes me think it's unnecessary. And I want to feel this world as if it were another reality. I don't want to think that it's just a dream, so I want to be in this world, miroir. And it's a world where you never know when you'll stop dreaming. And for me, school life here is just as enjoyable as the real world. And for Chiyuri, she's tired, so she...
そろそろお開きにしましょうか。
Okay, so shall we close soon? So it's time for us to go to bed.
眠い。
Sleepy.
片付けは任せて。天野さんは帰っていい。
So leave the clean to me, and Amana-san, you can go home or go back.
そういうわけにもいかぬ。
Well, that's not right. So I'm leaving all the work to you.
いえ、構いませんよ。ここは私が。
No, so not a problem, and I'm here too.
それには及びませんですよ。
Well, it's not as good as that.
お片付けは任せてくださいな。
So basically, I'm the dorm mother and I should be the one to clean, so leave everything to me. Hey, so dorm mother, are you okay doing it alone?
はい、ぜひに。ゴールデンウィークで学生さんたちが帰省してしまって物足りないなぁと思っていたところです。
Yes, by all means. So the students had gone home for Golden Week, and I'm just thinking that it's not enough. So basically, I'm alone and I really want something to do. So...
寮母さんも休めばいいのに。
And I wish the dorm mother would rest too.
こうして働くことが何よりの喜びですから。
Well, working like this is my greatest joy.
皆さんはお部屋に戻ってお休みになってくださいですよ。
So everyone, please go back to your room and take a rest.
すまないが、そうさせてもらう。
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to do that unnecessarily.
恐れ入ります。お言葉に甘えさせていただきますね。
So, excuse me. I'll take your word for it.
はい。皆さんに甘えてもらえたら、寮母さんは嬉しいのです。
Okay, so the dorm mother is happy if everyone spoils her.
ありがとう、寮母さん。
But thank you very much, dorm mother.
感謝。
Thank you. Well then, so let's just go back then, I guess.
おやすみ。
Okay, good night.
おやすみ。
Good night from Mayuki. And we all said goodnight to each other and went back to our respective rooms. Okay, so going back to Ryo's room, so even after getting into the futon, the afterglow still remains and it seems that I cannot sleep for a while. And that said, I'm still living or trying to sleep in my dreams. And I fell asleep like this and thought the world I wake up is reality, but... And somehow, when I'm doing this, I cannot tell which is which. So, Ryo or miroir. And anyways, let's talk to Chiyuri about this strange experience.
姫恋シュクレーヌ。昔々、あるところに明るく気立ての良いお姫様がいました。
Once upon a time, there was a bright and good-natured princess. Okay, so this is where I'll be ending this playthrough. So this is the beginning of Mikey's route. So I've selected all the options to Mayuki's route, and for the welcome party in Miwar, the dream world. So if you remember, there are 4 options, and you get to see how all 4 options go. So your first choice is what helps this visual novel determine which route you'll be on. So you can see here in the introduction for the character route, you get this fairy tale introduction. So it begins with once upon a time, and I'm sure it'll end with and they lived happily ever after, the end. And that's based on what I've seen from the fairy tales that were later picked up and animated by Disney. So it sounds like the Dorm Mother is the one who's reciting the introduction. So this is going to be true for all the routes, so not just Mayuki's route. And the narrator actually talks about what this route will be about using the Prince and Princess theme. So one important note, so Ruri's option doesn't unlock when you first play through this game or visual novel, and you have to complete the first 3 routes first, so Mayuki, Sakuya, and Chiyuri. So it also means that Ruri's route will be different compared to the other 3. So overall, I actually like this title, and I kind of like how warm and soft it is, especially with the music and the theming. But it is kind of different compared to the other titles from Princess Sugar. Well, then again, I've only played 3 titles, so this one, Himekoi Love Life, and Yakimochi Love. And there is one more title from Princess Sugar that is well received, so that's Princess Gente, and that's Princess Sugar's first visual novel. So, also, there is a telltale sign about whether or not Ryo is in the dream world or the real world, and that's the BGM. So, those 2 BGMs, I have those sequenced to MIDI, and those are recorded via a Roland synth, and they're on my music channel. So anyways, looking beyond this title, so I already have the introduction of Himekoi Love Life and this title on my channel, and I don't have any plans to add more titles, but if I was to add one more, it will most likely be Yakimochi Love. And like I said before, I'm trying to steer away from more pull top and Broadway titles, so I have too many of those titles, and I also have too many episodes given the big behemoths, so If I Hire Wings and A Sky Full of Stars. So anyways, with that in mind, I'm going to be moving on to more new brands, and with that in mind, I'll see you in a future playthrough on a future game.